whoever the nigga was that got out on my brother, they was already sitting there for like 10, 15 minutes. Since when do a motherfucker pull up there and sit for 10 minutes with tinted windows and don't nobody wash their car? Since when? Motherfucker pull up with tinted windows and don't nobody wash the car. Since when? Anytime a motherfucker ever been somewhere and you know it's shit going on, a motherfucker like, wash that car. It was so many of you bitch ass niggas out there on that camera. None of you niggas said, wash that car. You niggas knew what was gonna happen. And y'all waited. Y'all waited. I watched the video. I don't need no more motherfucking proof. You niggas waited. Didn't no motherfucker care.
Woke and Ready TV, like this video, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell so you be notified every time I drop some content. Yo, I brought y'all the story on this as soon as it happened a few days ago. And this is the brother of the man that lost his life on live. I don't know if it was Facebook Live, Instagram Live, it don't really matter. But he lost his life at the, his brother said it was two dudes robbed him for his chain. And the video was graphic because you can hear him saying, no, I ain't giving it up. And you hear the dude like, man, give up the chain, you know what I mean? But I agree with his brother. I agree with his brother 100%. You know what I mean? You mean tell me all y'all dudes was out there, y'all seen coming from the hood, you see a car with tinted windows pull up for 20 minutes and y'all ain't got your eye on this car. And from what I'm hearing, these guys hopped out with t-shirts on their face. Wasn't nobody out there strapped. Ain't nobody out there had Tugg back or was Tugg lined up. I agree 100% with his brother. I understand his anger. I feel his pain. But we got to keep it 100. Knew it was a butt coming. Got to keep it 100. However, he said himself, Tugg Brother said, if y'all know stuff going on around there, you know what I mean, y'all keep your eyes open. All right, so that means your brother knew something was going on. And he said on, I think it was an extended version of the video, he said something like, well, somebody said something, that wasn't his first incident. You know what I mean? Like somebody tried to run down on him before. He had incidents with the police. So was this guy in the streets? I don't know. It seemed like it. You know what I mean? And we all know what come with the streets. I tell y'all youngins every day, man, get out the streets. There ain't nothing in the streets. And he ain't even no youngin. He like around my age. You know what I mean? I'm 41, so I know he around there somewhere. You know what I mean? But if his brother knew something was going down and they tried to run down on you before, why is you in an area where all this stuff can possibly go down at? You know what I mean? Then you not paying attention. You wearing this big chain and you on live. You didn't spot the car. Yeah, I know the other dudes around you, they should have been watching, you know what I mean? But we don't know the relationship or what type of hood he in or how they felt about him. We got to keep it 100. Dude, you could be sitting on a block with dudes and the whole time these dudes is setting you up. They planning your demise. You know what I mean? Just listen to the words, man. Never mind the picture, because this Wi-Fi is acting real crazy right now. But yeah, the message is you gotta protect yourself out here. You gotta have your own back. And I know being in the streets, you gotta feel like you gotta be able to trust somebody. You know what I mean? But if you can't trust the guys that you out there sitting with every day on the same block, you shouldn't be around these guys. You know what I'm saying? And I know, you know what I mean, a lot of people are like, well, I don't trust nobody. I be around these dudes. You know what I mean? You know, I don't trust these guys. Don't be around them, especially when it could cost you your life. It ain't like you working a 9 to 5 and you don't know these guys, and you know what I mean? It is what it is. You got to be out. You got to go to work, feed your family. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know what this guy's doing out in the streets, but you was obviously out there with some dudes that really didn't care about you till that shot rang off. Then you hear everybody like, call the ambulance, call the cops. I feel his brother pain. But on some real shit, what you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? You can get up here on live, screaming, yelling, all that. Me personally, if my brother got killed, you ain't gonna see me on live. You ain't gonna see me on nobody live. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just leave that at that. I understand his pain. My heart and prayers goes out to their family. Send my condolences. But you can't, when shit like this happen, I know people just look for somebody to blame. They want to blame somebody. But you gotta look at it like your brother should have been watching his own back. He should have been paying attention. He shouldn't have been on Facebook Live or IG Live if you in an area where you know it can go down at any minute. You know what I mean? You gotta protect yourself out here, man. You can't rely on these dudes standing around. Niggas be high. Niggas be, you know what I mean? Niggas be on some other stuff. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. This Woke and Ready TV. Like this video, subscribe this channel. You know, I'm just gonna keep it 100, man. I gotta keep it 100. That's all I know how to do, man. Peace and love, y'all.